Hello viewers and welcome to Newzim TV. I am Makanaka Masenyama. Stories making the headlines. Labour court rules doctors strike illegal. In the courts, NetOne breathes fire after an unlawful deal went wrong to appear before a London court. In business, Hwange Colliery Company Limited recovers from lost position, records 3.5 million profit. News in detail. The Labour Court Friday pronounced the ongoing doctors' industrial action illegal and ordered all of them to return to their workstations within the next 48 hours. Junior doctors who are on day 38 of what they have claimed incapacitation for their failure to report for duty and early this week defied an ultimatum from government to return to duty or face disciplinary action. Hospitals are slowly being emptied by nurses who cannot contain or treat patients in dire need of doctors. Some wards at the country's larger referral hospitals in Harare and Bulawayo have been closed. Asked whether they will continue with their protest, Acting Zimbabwe Hospital Doctors Association Vice President Masimba Dindoro maintained they were still incapacitated despite the court ruling. Some senior doctors last week also joined in and declared incapacitation in what promises to be Zimbabwe's worst health sector crisis, with the rains slowly approaching. The United Nations Population Fund country representative in Zimbabwe, Esther Muia, says UN and other development partners must sit together and come up with solutions to help the country's crippled health sector. Muia was speaking on the sidelines of International Day of the Girl Child commemorations in Harare Friday, where she said the country's health sector needs help in the form of resources, that is money, machinery and equipment.
The sector is facing so many challenges. Resources are critical, and resources means money, manpower and machinery and equipment. So it's not just addressing one thing, but looking at how can we as development partners come together and sit around the table with the health sectors, and they tell us how they would want us to help them and engage in a dialogue that can help them begin to respond to the rising challenges that they are faced with, so that they still continue to meet the needs of the people of Zimbabwe.
Doctors have downed tools demanding better salaries to match the cost of living, but the government has not yet met their grievances, which is further crippling the health sector. In the courts, NetOne Cellular is now seeking High Court's intervention after an unlawful deal between the company and Formula Telecom Solutions Limited, an Israel company which produces billing and call center equipment for telecommunication services, went sour. The mobile communications company has approached the High Court seeking a favor, as it is set to appear before a London court in 2 weeks after parties failed to agree on an out-of-court settlement. Through its lawyer Nobet Muhlolo, NetOne says it has no means to attend the hearing and fears an arbitration award will be made in favor of FTS. According to the application, the sole arbitrator has already made findings against NetOne. The case is pending. In business, Hwange Colliery Company Limited has recorded a profit of $3.5 million amid significant improvements in revenue generation after a prolonged period in a loss position triggered by poor management. HCCL Acting Managing Director Charles Zinyemba Thursday said the move to place the coal mining giant under administration is bearing results. Zinyemba said that financial performance of the period ending June 30, 2019 improved in comparison to the same period in the 2018 financial year. The company declared a profit of $3.5 million against a loss of $23 million recorded in 2018. Hwange is currently under reconstruction in terms of Section 4 of the Reconstruction of State Indebted Insolvent Companies Act, a measure which allows state-related companies' affairs to be taken over by government in order to avoid closure due to mismanagement. We end with sports. Premier Soccer League leaders Caps United will need to maintain their excellent recent run of good form when they host Hwange at the National Sports Stadium on Sunday, needing a victory to put pressure on fellow title rivals. Makepekepe, who have been on a 5-match unbeaten run, which includes successive wins in the last 3 matches, head into this weekend 5 points clear at the summit of the table on 47 points from 25 matches. Reporting for newzimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. For this and more stories, visit our website www.newzimbabwe.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Newzim TV.